Another year, another Batman game rumor, and this one, please take with a super grain of salt. Hey, what's happening, gamers? I'm K-Wing, and this is your Bat News on another rumored Batman game. Yay. Now, before we get started, if you guys could drop a like, it's much appreciated. Leaving a like rating on this video helps it get seen because YouTube sucks these days. So about a week ago, new info leaked on Reddit, again, about the next Batman Arkham game from Rocksteady. Wait, what? I thought they were doing Superman or... You know what, I give up. DC's Arkham Universe, which is the name of the next game, would star the entire Bat family and be multiplayer. Now, supposedly this game is going to be announced at XO18, which is a Microsoft event coming out November 10th, and that's one of the reasons why I think this is kind of fake. See, Rocksteady and Warner Brothers, if you didn't know this, they have a special relationship with Sony and PlayStation. Both Arkham Knight and Arkham Origins received exclusive features only on PlayStation, something that Xbox players still never got. Sorry. So for me, this already kind of kills the credibility of this, quote, leak. It would be the first for the Arkham franchise to get any type of Xbox exclusive, and I don't see that happening. Others say because Warner Brothers' Monolith Studio partnered with Microsoft for Shadow of War, that Lord of the Rings game, that they are going to do it again for Arkham. Yeah, no. See, Lord of the Rings is a great franchise, not knocking that, but it isn't WB's breadwinner. That's Batman. But let's talk about DC's Arkham Universe, according to the Reddit post, shall we? So the release date supposedly is fall 2019. It is for current-gen systems, so Xbox One, One X, PS4, PS4 Pro, PC, and no Switch. It will have single-player, co-op, multiplayer, specific modes, yay. Characters include the entire Bat family: Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl, Batwoman, Catwoman, Red Hood, and Batman? Wait, how? I'll save my thoughts to the end. Gotham is about 1.5 times the size of Arkham Knight. Districts and neighborhoods have gone through a complete overhaul. Gotham is now a living, breathing city. Set the time of day, the weather, so rain, overcast, snow, etc. There are random crimes such as car chases, bank robberies, muggings, and so forth. We are talking about a Batman game, right? This sounds like Spider-Man. The main villain will be the Court of Owls, like Arkham Insurgency, the canceled Batman game. Okay, starting to lose some credibility here. The story takes inspiration from the different Court of Owls storylines. Well, there has been a lot of those. Every character is available in free roam. Good. Batman has a redesigned Batmobile for transportation only, and the other characters have their cycles. Okay, that is something to be excited about. No more Bat Tank. Good riddance. Batcave serves as a main hub for upgrades, character swaps, new missions, and game modes like in Arkham Origins. Gameplay similar to past Arkham games, that's a no-brainer, but there are dual takedowns for combat and stealth. Stealth segments make you work together, so the Robin and Batman stuff from Arkham Knight. Parkour has been expanded, characters move a lot quicker and more fluid. Spider-Man again. Main gadgets are the same except for a couple new additions. That's every Arkham game ever. New enemy types include Talons and the Pilots? Enemies that hover the battlefield, you have to either use a gadget or dual takedowns to get them down. Okay, that sounds like a pain. Talons are the same as the ninja types from Arkham Knight and Origins. No. They can counter your counters and also have their own gadgets, knife, and throwing stars. Why? Game takes place in the Arkhamverse, obviously. This game is supposed to be Rocksteady's true last hurrah of Batman games. That's called Knight. Rocksteady rumors have been coming in like hotcakes. That's true, but mostly they're Superman or Justice League related. Many users have identified various Arkham Universe domains were registered by WB Interactive a few years ago. That could be for anything, like a mobile game, or that could have been a placeholder. Arkham Origins and Arkham Knight also had websites around the same time before their games came out. Coincidence? And supposedly the canceled WB Arkham Insurgency game was created from part of this game. Okay, that makes a little bit of sense. Now it's time for me to explain to you guys why this is bumpkiss. Because my spider sense, I mean bat sense is tingling, and we're gonna break this down. So, Originally, Nightwing and Robin were going to be playable characters working with Batman in Gotham City for the third game, which had no title yet. One of the old trailers, if you remember correctly, showed Batman, Nightwing, and Robin all working alongside one another instead of their sanctioned night levels. Apparently, due to time restraints and delays, this mechanic was removed, but not entirely from Arkham Knight, because again, Robin and the Nightwing stages had Batman working with them. The Nightwing stages were strictly combat, whereas the Robin stages, you can kind of see some of this gameplay element alive and well, where you could use Robin and Batman in the Predator mode and then combat, and they were interchangeable, and that was a lot of fun. So in this game, you would use Batman and Robin to take out the bad guys. That has some validity. Okay, to be honest, this feature being in the next Arkham game is very plausible. I'm going to say that much. It would make a lot of Bat fans happy, but the more that I see this dude's posting on Reddit, it feels like Arkham fan fiction. But remember, Arkham Insurgency planned on using the team-up mechanic for the next prequel Bat game, but we know that was canceled, so not going to happen. I could really see this gameplay working, though, because we saw a taste of it in Arkham Knight, and I would love to be able to utilize the Bat family in a free-roaming environment, interchanging with the Batman. One thing that I like about this, which is different than previous rumors, is Gotham City isn't vacant anymore. It's a bustling burg filled with people, cars, and crime. Also, we'll have seasonal changes, which, yay. I like the overcast and the rain and the snow, but seeing Batman run around during the daylight, no. Random crimes will include car chases, allowing Batman to chase thugs using the Batmobile, or Batcycle. I like that, I do. The muggings, bank robberies, GTA, and other misdeeds plaguing Gotham all times of day. To be honest, I would just like Batman to solve like a murder mystery or a missing persons case or something Batman-like. This sounds like Robin territory to me. Not something that I would be really invested in. Batman doesn't really retrieve people's purses. He stops a mugger from killing somebody. That's totally different than a Spider-Man game. I'm sorry, but it is. And the Batmobile, I like this. This is how the Batmobile was supposed to be intended. It's not a tank, it's transportation only, helping players reach their next destination in Gotham, occasionally, you know, taking a car out of commission that's a criminal, classic Batman style with bat missiles or EMP bursts or whatever. What I would really like to see during chases, though, is the ability to use the bat turn using the grapple from the Keaton movie. That would be awesome. So like in Origins, again, the Batcave is going to be your main hub. I like this. I have no problems with it. You can swap out different Bat members like the Lego games. The only thing that I would add to this is I would kind of like them to do the satellite Batcaves instead. That way you could see how the different Robins have basically decked out the former Bat cribs, which would make Bruce cringe because he hates when they do that. And Batman has bunkers all over the world, so it's easy pickings for Robins to find and mess with. Arkham Universe is a great name for the game, but it doesn't work with how Knight ended. Just to go over it again, Red Hood wasn't all chummy with the Bat family after Nightfall. Batgirl is totally paralyzed and is Oracle, unless they're talking about Cassandra Cain or the spoilers Batgirl. Again, there's no clear info about that. And also Red Hood is going around cleaning up Batman's messes the lethal way, and eventually Dick Grayson is going to catch wind of this and take Jason down the Bat way. So that right there adds another crack to the next Batman game. The smart way of continuing the Arkham legacy is actually a very safe move. It would just be doing the Battle for the Cowl thing with Nightwing, but again, the way that the Nightfall Protocol happened, yeah, I don't see that happening. There's really not much they can do from that point. But the Court of Owls, they're just as much of a Dick Grayson enemy as they are Bruce Wayne. So I'm not saying it couldn't work for a game, I just really can't see Wayne stopping crimes in Gotham during different times of day, especially like in the morning or in the afternoon. It doesn't work. Because remember, Batman does things from the shadows, it's what he does. Nightwing and Robin, yeah, they're day people. You could totally do that. And Arkham Universe would work with Nightwing under the cowl. And read Batman Reborn, the DC Comics pre-52 books, and you'll get what I mean. See, Rocksteady has made it really impossible to continue past Arkham Knight, and I'm kind of glad they did, because every great series needs a concise ending. But I really believe what the problem is continuing the Arkham games, it comes down to just what happened. The studio, the writers, and everybody involved has no idea how to continue past Arkham Knight. So I actually have a suggestion. You guys have 7 years of untapped Batman lore that you can mess with after Arkham Origins up until Arkham Asylum that you could make plenty of games about. Really, you could do that. Just like you planned on doing with Arkham Insurgency. But anything after Night? No. Even I couldn't write a great story. I don't even think Paul Dini could. Unless you did Batman Beyond, and then you would have fans going crazy. Because if you don't do it, in a couple years, you know that Marvel's gonna be like, you know what? We got a thing here with this superhero formula, and we're gonna make a 2099 Spider-Man game. So you need to beat them to the punch with a Terry McGinnis game. Most of the ideas for Universe, it's a clever rewriting of Arkham Insurgency and some other past rumors we've had since Arkham Knight ended, people. But with some subtle differences. It's no longer a breakout story and a closed-off city. There's more playable characters, which is always good. The Batcave is not just a fast travel point. There's different times of day, seasonal changes, but everything else is the same as the canceled Insurgency game, and you people really need to understand that. And you YouTubers reporting on this game, you really need to understand this. Swapping out Batman and Robin, you know, that was that game. The team up in the Predator maps, the Batmobile transport vehicle stuff, saving citizens, the random crimes, yada yada yada, it's all there. The only way this would be a legitimate thing is if it was called Batman Universe or Batman Incorporated and they dropped the Arkham name. But they'll never do that because the Arkham name is like money in the bank. But if you continue the story from Night, there's a lot of problems that's going to happen because of this. For one, you're going to destroy the perfect trilogy and the impact that the ending had on players around the world. And it, just to put it in your mind, that would be like somebody coming up and continuing the storyline after The Dark Knight Rises concluded with Christopher Nolan and Christian Bale. It just wouldn't work. WB Games needs to basically Matt Reeve this franchise. They can still have the Bat family as playable and use the Arkham mechanics and do all that stuff, but don't call it Arkham. It won't work anymore. You can also bring back Kevin to play Batman. The guy's done various multiverse Batman over the years. In fact, he's playing Lego Batman now. I mean, the dude's got range, and he can really make you believe he's a different Batman, you know? But if you want to start completely fresh, you have a lot of different Batman actors you can use. Troy Baker, Bruce Greenwood, or Roger Craig Smith. You know, to give it that kind of like fresh feel, but still that nostalgia, because he does kind of sound like a young Kevin sometimes. Unless the story is amazing and it doesn't dismiss Knight's impact, then I say go for it. Most likely the next big project that Rocksteady is working on is the Justice League game, since that, you know, Star OTs was in a past Arkham game. And like I've said, the past Arkham games all have little, you know, Easter eggs toward the next game, starting with Asylum that led to City, with City leading to Night, etc. The Court of Owls has never had a Easter egg in the Rocksteady franchise. It had kind of something in Origins, but that was debunked. And even after the Court of Owls was in continuity, they made no reference to them in Arkham Knight. They could have, and then that would add some validity to this later on, but yeah, I have to echo what Arkham Videos thinks. This is just a rumor. We're tired of reporting on these things, and when a real concrete evidence of the next Batman game is out there, I mean, we'll be the first to report it, easily. We know that Rocksteady's working on something, we know WB's working on something, but the chances of figuring that out are very slim. If you're going to continue the Arkham games, WB, because I know you're listening, please do Batman Beyond. It's okay to make a new Batman game featuring all the stuff that the fans want. Just make sure it's a good game. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I pretty much debunked this Reddit post. Come November 10th, probably nothing is going to happen, but, you know, if I'm wrong, I'll eat my bat hat. But you know what? I will be happy if Justice League is the next game that Rocksteady's doing, which is set before Arkham Asylum. See? That right there is a good thing because it fits in the timeline. It's all good. But please, to help educate other Bat fans so they don't get led astray and their hopes crushed again with another supposed Batman game, please share this video. You have my permission to spread it around like internet wildfire on whatever social media outlet or forum you call home. Let's educate people, okay? Thanks for watching, and in the comment section below, do you think Arkham Universe is real or fake? Let me know. Open the floodgates of discussion. Just please be civil with one another. We're all a Bat family here. Assassin's Creed streams resume tomorrow, and if you're itching for more DC Bat content, on October 16th, I will be doing LEGO DC Supervillains on my Let's Play channel and this channel. All right, you guys have a good one.